Okay, so how are we?
I'm good. Happy Pancake Tuesday. Do you celebrate?
Yes. We do. And good. Very good. Happy to be alive.
Oh, good. Okay, that's.
I actually went home in a good mood. Yes, for the first time in ages. Went home in a good mood.
You went home in a good mood.
And
on a Monday, no less.
Happy to be alive, though. And happy to for a lot of things.
Is it a seasonal thing? Is it just that there's a bit more sun, a bit more vitamin D?
Maybe I'm just getting older and I'm getting
You're getting mellow in old age.
So, but happy to be alive.
Great.
I was going to say something, and it's gone. It's gone over my head.
We just have some dead air until it comes back to you,
Yeah. I was going to say something about ChatGPT, but I forget.
You should ask ChatGPT what you were going to say. Based on all your interactions with Ricky Coonan, what was he most likely to say?
I honestly don't. It's fun. Anyway, and come back to this someday.
Now, we were talking last time about using ChatGPT to design video games, like putting prompts in. And you've had a bit of success with that.
I think it was something like, yes, I think it was something like that, but yes, I did. That's why I downloaded it for those who don't know. I downloaded a software called Blender. Now what Blender is, it's a 3D rendering software.
Mm.
So you can pretty much make up 3D models of anything you want. But you can use code also to make up models. I think it's Python code. Anyway, I used ChatGPT to actually make up a model of a isometric city.
Yeah, so a 3D kind of
top down kind of.
Yeah.
Not fully top down, but
kind of diagonal and looking down. Yeah, that's what isometric means. So yeah, and I saw that image. And how long did that take? We should. Do you know what? Wouldn't it be great to show? Would it be great to show it?
Yes. It took seconds. No. I had to. There was a lot of going back and forward, because the first code I generated from ChatGPT in Medicity, but it made it in a 2D, a flat 2D service, so it wasn't actually 2D.
Now, I was going to send it to myself and then try and throw it up in Teams. What I'm going to do instead is, oh no, I just lost it. Is I'm just going to turn my screen around and show it to people.
When?
Because, I mean, is this the kind of thing, this is... So again, you made a 3D image of a city by asking ChatGPT to give you the code for a certain piece of software.
Yes, that's correct.
And you said this took you a few minutes, but you had to kind of experiment.
Go back and forward.
So just that's what Ricky did. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So the idea being, the reason I'm kind of prefacing the question is, do you reckon this is something anyone could do?
Yeah, ChatGPT isn't perfect at coding. I found out that as well. Now I looked this up, and there's loads of different models of ChatGPT. I think there's 01. A model called Owen, and it's supposed to be a bit better at coding, but no, not really.
But the basic idea is, if you know what program you want to use, you can ask ChatGPT for the code for that program, rather than learning all that code yourself.
My idea was simple, but yet a bit complex. There's been a lot of videos of animations around the internet, and they're fantastic. They're really brilliant. It's like a fantasy kind of made up, like short videos. Like if there's one in the space, it's one of a big, massive giant with like a treat on the oven. Looks like a ghost, but a massive giant with a halo over his head, walking through this huge room full of tiny people sit down, praying to him. It looks excellent, but that was my idea, but I just did this as an experiment.
Yeah.
And like I said, it took me a couple of attempts to come up with that.
That's very cool. Jason's asking, is that a real city? Was it based on an actual location, or you just asked?
I asked ChatGPT to come up with an XCOM kind of style of a city.
Yes, so it'd be kind of a generic city block then, yeah. And the
Sorry, I also asked it to come up with windows. Although it didn't really render windows. Well, they did, to be fair, but they were open there, so they weren't really rendered.
They weren't in part of the buildings, okay. Interesting. Yeah, and the reason I ask is because, like, if it's that easy to kind of generate images and things like that, I was talking to someone who is writing a book. And I thought AI would be a great way to do illustrations for that book, you know, and DALL-E and some of those Midjourney, they're a little bit tricky. Like when I was using DALL-E, it took me ages to get anything close to what I wanted. But like if you're using higher end software with prompts written in ChatGPT, you might get something more exact. Does that seem? I don't know. But yeah, it just means then it's your imagination and your creativity are kind of not limited by the technology, you know, the learning curve of the technology, learning to code or learning to or draw.
Although I have to say, I was talking to a friend, and this friend works for independent Europe. He does coding on a daily basis, and he said to me that it's not so good if you don't, like he said, if you don't actually know what the code means or what the code fully does. It's not good because you could be opening I think the network pulse so without even knowing that they're doing it.
Okay.
No, he did explain to me what network pulse was. I think it leaves attackers vulnerable to open or attack on your computers with opening your Wi-Fi or your internet.
Right.
Internet.
So the connection between you and ChatGPT and the software might not be secure.
Yes.
And if there's a lot of information being transferred. Okay, that's all very technical. I don't understand it. But anyway, so here's the real question. Do you like thin pancakes or thick, fluffy pancakes?
That's extreme. We went from one extreme to another, but
that's actually what we started talking about.
I think pancakes.
Yeah, I'm the same. Toppings?
No. It was sugar. Just sugar.
I'm a maple syrup guy. Can't go wrong. Okay, there we go. We've covered Pancake Day. What else is going on, Ricky? You seen anything good? Listen to any good music? Anything to recommend?
No, but I have done a bit of AI tech little trick a bit. So I walk on another broken called affinity. So AIFF why?
AIFFINITY?
Yes, photo. Now, it's a pretty good photo editing software, but recently they've come out with a new update. I think it's 6.1 or 1.6 or something, and it offers an AI, sorry, not AI, that's the wrong word, a machine learning selective tool. Now, what this means, it understands object detection and person detection, so you can actually press on the selection detection, and it would actually select a person or an object for you. The only thing, it's not the only thing, but it's locally based. So it doesn't work over any kind of server.
Yeah, so it's installed on your device and works completely off that.
I have mixed feelings about this because I fully appreciate what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep users privacy private, and I fully respect that. But that means we have to wait for updates to come out for this tool to get better, to become better.
Interesting. I think that's okay. I find server-based stuff is inconsistent because it's slow and because it depends on the strength of your connection. It's very cheap. This stuff is 75 euros, 20 euros on your iPad.
Yeah. And it was a pretty good software, to be honest. I use a lot for composition.
Compositing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Compositing, yes. So I love compositing. Like, even before I kind of gave up on it because you had to select everything by hand. And it took you hours to.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a demo of it here, and it's just menus and menus and menus, and I'd find that very daunting. So it's a bit more user friendly.
Yes, it is this way you can select an object or a person, and you can roll things. Now you need to still refine, but it doesn't take you half as long. As you had to do before. So
and that stuff is coming into all the softwares. I used the video editing software I used to make this show. To put, now has AI sound correction, and you can do background removal and put photos and backgrounds behind a video. And it's one button. It's not perfect, but it's very useful for my needs or for our needs in terms of the stuff we create. And even Ableton, the music software we both use, both for doing sound on this show and for making music, now has AI things that can suggest rhythms and melodies for stuff you've written, stuff like that. And then I don't know, I haven't used much of that. That feels less useful to me. I don't need help writing music. I just need help getting it onto the computer, I think that's the way it is for most people.
It's the same with me for because I love composition, but it took me hours to do, because of the crowd of a single thing by hand. I would just click a button and it's done for me. When it's not done for me, still have to refine it. But it doesn't take hours to do.
What kind of images have you made?
I made one image. I have it on iPad. It's kind of like XCOM.
Okay, you'll have to explain to people what XCOM is. You and I talk about that a lot.
Okay, well, XCOM is for instance, it's a strategy tactical game where you strategize and manage okay, so the whole thing behind XCOM, sorry to begin with this, the whole thing behind XCOM is, Planet Earth is taken over by aliens. Aliens came down and they tried to take over humanity and tried to clone them and kill them.
Yeah, and it's set in the future, so there's all sorts of science fiction kind of elements to it.
Now, an elite squad known as XCOM got set up to defeat the aliens and the overlords, which is called the elders, which I never got to that, would love to say how that ended. Anyway, so anyway, XCOM.
It's a very hard game.
Oh, please, it is. I lost 100 hours from it. And I will never get back again. So, that's pretty much what XCOM is. But it's isometric game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're looking down on an environment and you can see your guys moving around and, you know, you can see the enemies moving around as well and you have to make them fight. But yeah, so the photos you've been making, like, are inspired by that style?
Yeah, so they're not isometric, but what they are is, it's one photo of a straight road with forests at each side of the road. And I have a kind of a UFO light beam come down, and it's a shoulder at the front ground, but the shoulder's shadowed. So you turn around, you can only see each shadow. It's like, what did they call it? It's like,
Silhouette.
So silhouette of the shoulder, walking up this road with the beam light coming out. And then I put on a blower to make it look dream-like. So then when you wake up, you're dreaming. Everything looks hazy in a dream. It looks like that.
That's very cool.
I can't. It's only a dream.
Do you think we could see that someday? Do you think you show it to us? And are you doing this on your iPad or on? Yeah. Do you have one there? Or just no. Oh. Fair enough. Your good iPad. This is your going out iPad. The one you got there. Great. Well, we have to because again, as someone who cannot draw to save my life, I've never been able to generate a visual image of any kind that looked good. Like, this is how I might do something like that. You know, this is.
That thing becomes a different way of walking. The images are there for you. You just have to look at them and imagine what you want and make that happen.
That's very cool. It's funny. It's funny not to say too much, but it's funny how I don't have a problem with that, but I don't like the idea of AI music. I don't know why that is. I feel like AI music.
No, I think you get slightly wrong. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm using it to make that.
Okay.
I'm not getting to make that up for me.
Yes, I understand. Okay. Yeah. So you're generating the image, but AI is refining how you edit that image through the software. Okay, that's much more clear.
So I think that's okay, because I'm the same as you. When let an AI do it for you, they want to work for you, what's the point? Then you're not putting any effort into it, you're not actually doing it, just let an AI do it.
I was on YouTube last night watching some live music, and I saw I like the band Soundgarden. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're a guitar band from the 90s, and their lead singer passed away during the 2010s, and someone used AI to write a new Soundgarden song. And I couldn't bring myself to click on it even see if it was bad.
I wouldn't either. I really wouldn't. That's disgraceful.
Yeah. It's morbid, isn't it? Okay, so there we go. It's past 11:30. We don't usually do news on the half hour, but I might go and see if we have a guest. Can you keep things going for 2 minutes? Because that is terrifying to me.
I wanted to see what you were saying.
Because you're the host, that's why. Okay, I'll be back shortly.
Great.
In fact, I wonder, could we just... Guess this is something... Can we change scene? No. And I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's very good. Okay. Now, I'll be back.
So yeah, that's the news anyway. That's what I've been doing. Over the weekend, over the last weekends. I'm really liking it, and I'm actually coming up with some good stuff, to be honest, on Affinity Photo. I think it's pretty impressive. I looked up loads of tutorials on how to composite stuff, but it just took so much time to do everything, so at least this way it's a lot easier. You can get stuff done in a matter of seconds, so yeah, I'm gonna be coming out with new stuff and hopefully throwing it here as well on Harmony FM. So, I don't, yeah, I think our guest is coming out. Yeah. I was right.
Okay. She's just finishing the pancake.
Yeah.
So she it was a very nice looking pancake too, so I will be partaking. Look at this, for the magic of television.
Yeah, you know, and this was on trends, but I'm still growing up at this point, even though I'm 23 years old. I never was honest with people before. I never. And I was honest a couple of days ago, and it felt great, really.
Liberating.
Yeah, it honestly did though. You know, you would, honestly, be yes. Anyone who just, said it how it was, and those, I don't know why, but I don't know. I need to be honest, so it felt great. It really did.
Now, there is an old Chinese proverb that said, honesty is nothing without tact. What do you think of that? If we can jump ahead to quote of the day.
So, what's tact?
Tact is being careful at what you say, even while you're being honest.
I was really political, so I could have had tact and still was honest. So.
Was this to do with the parking situation? Your activism there?
That.
Yeah.
Different things also. But yeah, it felt really, really good.
Okay. And how is that going? How is your kind of drive to improve?
Oh, actually, I got thanks for reminding me of that as well. Because I think that's what I was meant to say. I'm going to be protesting. I hope, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but if it does, it will. In a couple of weeks' time, outside the offices of the council offices in Nina. My mother got on to TD for the local area in Nina. Now, his policy is all around accessibility in rural areas like Bala, and he gets to go, well, he didn't come for the door, but he got one of his people to come for the door to us to look for a vote. So, my mother rang, I got in contact with him and told him the situation. And he said, oh, well, I know one of my people on team soon as possible about this. And so we went on, and now I have no doubt that will happen. No doubt, because politicians like to talk, they don't like to put them out with their own monies, but like give them the benefit of the doubt, and then if it doesn't happen, then go for it.
And it's kind of more high up contact than you've had so far, isn't it? That's so yeah, it's worth seeing how it plays out. But
sorry, go on.
Yeah, so he's going to get in touch and kind of try and rectify things.
Like I said, I have no hope. I really have no hope because, again, politicians, they all talk, but when it comes to it, they don't put their own word where the money is.
Mm-hmm.
But, look, give them a bit of a doubt, I suppose.
And is the protest separate to this?
What do you mean?
So you said you're doing a protest outside.
Yeah,
is the TD part of that, or is this a different thing?
No, it's true. It's a part of the same thing. It's accessibility.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, is it part of the same action? You know, like when you say protest outside the county council, does that mean picketing? Does it mean physically going there, or?
Yeah, physically going there with a banner with a black card. And giving some rights, giving my own quotes and banning accessibility now and stuff like that.
You could use AI to design it.
Probably.
You probably. Yeah. Really?
Probably. I've come up with my own words. But I said AI could give me suggestions on what to put down. So
here we go. Great.
Use it as a tool. Yeah, but look, it needs to come to the. I've tried everything possible. Everything. I went to the newspapers and everything. And I have to say, they were great. They were really good. They listened to what I had to say. If the comes one more like that, it'll be great, but it's just not that way at all. But,
did that article get published? What was the name of the paper? The Nina Guardian.
I don't think it's online. And we looked, it's only on physical paper. Maybe it is now, but yeah.
Would you have been put in as Richard or Ricky Coonan?
I think Ricky. I think I used the name Ricky Coonan.
Okay.
I actually have the article here, actually, over across the way.
Oh, great. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, there we go. I'm flicking through their homepage, but actually all their headlines are quite old. Oh, that's an e-paper. Do you know what date it was?
No. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
I have the paper close to where the article. Close to where.
I think that would be worth reading out, just to show people what you've done. Would you consent to that?
Yeah.
Where, across the way. Will I see it if I go?
Yeah, it's on the table. It's on the table close to it. No, a lot of them is cut out because it's too big. No.
Okay. Oh, I see. We've got some text in the printing. So I'm just going to show that to the camera. That's backwards because I flipped the screen. Sorry. There we go. There's Ricky. So I tell you what I'll do is I'll read the blurb. Ricky Coonan pictured at the site of broken bollards in Ballina. So there we go. Let's show you what those bollards look like. There we go. So that's what Ricky has been campaigning for. He would like to see proper bollards erected and other actions taken to stop drivers parking on footpaths so he can get around town. So I can't read this out because of the bottom. Let's see if Ricky said he is not the only person in the locality being negatively impacted by parking. He actually went around Ballina and got more than 60 people to sign a petition calling for bollards to be installed on the footpaths. Very good. So there we go. So that was a great move. And that I don't see a date on this. But you said it was a few weeks ago. So it might be too soon to kind of see an effect from that, but well done. Keep at it. Okay, next is here. Joanne, come on.
No, I did hear something from a friend saying if I was to go to protest, I might have to ring up the journalists I was in contact with.
Yeah.
Again. Come on.
I wonder if you have to let the guards know.
No, I said that to my friend and he said no. He said, are you going to be blocking anyone? Are you going to be throwing X? I said no. He said then no. It's no need.
Getting a ride here.
It would only come into play if you were blocking the entrance to the company.
Right, so you're not causing an obstruction. You're not disrupting it. Okay, very good. Okay.
I know when new place opens, I might have to ring the guards to notify them because we will be protesting against Edison. They want to make the old bridge. What is the pedestrians? They want the pedestrians the old bridge.
Right.
Now Kinloo and Bella does not want this to happen. We both want the bridge to stay open, the old bridge, for cars to come across over again. And the council are denying. They want the whole thing to happen. They're not listening to the people around in Bella and Kinloo. So, yeah, that might be going another protest. So,
sorry.
Who knows?
Ricky the activist. Okay. Well, if it's okay to move on from that, our guest is here. Joanne, how are you?
I'm very well now, thank you. And you?
I'm very well now. I forget. Ricky's hosting. So I let him go.
Okay.
No, you can't. You're much more talkative than me.
You're closer to the microphone, so it'll sound better.
Okay. How are you, Joanne?
I'm doing really well now. Yeah.
Any news?
Any news? Yes. My parents gave me a rather pleasant surprise yesterday. They booked a 4-night stay in the Louvre for us.
That's it.
How much do you think it was for flights and accommodation?
No idea.
Have a guess.
No idea.
€239 each.
In Salou, in France.
In Spain.
Spain. Is there not Salou is how they say hi in France. Okay. I didn't know. There we go.
No, they don't. They say bonjour.
Would you say salut to say bonjour to say hello? Would you say salut to say hi?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one for me.
And there's port salut cheese, which I thought was French cheese.
Are you playing jokes here?
I'm sorry, no, but it's Spanish, so it's for French because it can't be two.
Well, both are what you would say Romance languages. So they would have similar words.
Yeah.
But
I like Spanish more better. More fluent.
Yeah.
French is just really awkward to pick up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you don't talk with, they will let you know.
Well, I'll tell you a funny one now. We were in Spain one year, and I'm not messing with you. I think there was 3 of us there, myself and my parents. And the waitresses in the restaurant, wherever the restaurant was definitely in Spain, just wherever it was. And they were going, you'd order your food, and she'd go, and she'd go, I'm telling you, Look, this. She'd have to show her on the menu because no, for God's sake, see that one there? Yeah, number 4. It took her an hour to order an ice cream.
That's
Very good. Yeah.
Sorry?
It's 1, 2, 3.
One of those traits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But she was being like her own sarcastic self, you know. But now,
But you're still going back.
Oh, definitely.
I love Spanish. I love the language. It's so easy. So but it's so it rolls off the tongue. And so easy to speak now. So easy to say words. Friends.
Yeah.
It's really, really awkward.
I will now. Some people, I can tell you here and now, are very, very, and I don't mean you personally, but I mean in Spain, can be very, very ignorant. Because I'll give you one story now, right? And you can laugh at me here now. Put a smile in your face, right? There was a family next to us, or a group next to us, and they were having a party. 2:00 in the morning. And my mother went out, hair sticking up, in the night clothes, the whole lot, and told them to shut up, right? So the following day, we're sitting down in the bar, just having a drink, and an ambulance pulled up. And Mum says, "Oh, is there some crate or sick or something?" And the ambulance driver came over to my father and said, "You break your leg? Do I look like I broke my leg?" Mum reckons the family next to us, who she'd told to shut up, rang the ambulance and said he broke his leg.
Oh, is it interesting? That's an interesting theory, I'd say.
Well, that was her theory.
Yeah. Maybe someone did break their leg and they just were looking for them.
No, he specifically came over to my father.
Oh. That's very interesting.
Apparently they got a phone call saying that Dennis Cahill, and they even asked him his name. You Dennis Cahill? Yeah. You break your leg? Do I look like I broke my leg? We get calls saying you break your leg.
That's very interesting. Okay. Anyway, and so Salou, is this a place you've been before? Is this?
I have, yeah. And the place that I'm actually going to in April, we'll say, it's the 27th to the 1st of May. It's the 27th of April to the 1st of May.
Yeah.
I will not be on the show that week. Because unfortunately my flight takes off at 7:05 in the morning. So
are you willing to tell us all about it when you came back?
Absolutely.
Hopefully no more ambulances or loud neighbours.
I should hope not.
I'm sure Spanish people who come to Ireland have bad experiences with the waiters here.
I'm sure, yeah.
And I suppose you can get that everywhere, not only in Spain, but everywhere around the world. You can get it in Ireland as well, some England photos.
Let's not use the word ignorant, let's say poor service.
Well, that's because I know it is. But I have to say, I love Lanzarote. We go over to Lanzarote every year and it's fabulous. Really is. And the place we go to is Pride. It's really Pride. You don't get like these things.
What time of the year do you go?
Oh, because when it's not too hot and not too cold, it's right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know.
You see, sorry to crush you, but myself, my family and I used to go in May, and it was very, very hot.
Yeah.
So now we go in September, and it's a bit cooler.
So I couldn't do hot, like really hot. Like
No, I couldn't.
30 degrees was much too
What
too
would
hot
be What would be good for you now?
38, maybe 30, sorry, 38, maybe 37. But 30 is not so much.
You wouldn't be, so you back the late 20s?
Yes. Joanne.
Yeah. We were out there now, and it was, I think it was 12:15 in the day. One day, and it was 32 degrees. Sorry, I don't know the strength of my own voice here. Thanks, Jason, for the tip. But it was 15:15. I think it was 12:15 in the day one time, and it was 32 degrees. Yeah.
So this thing, it gets hot in the morning, but it gets cold at night.
It does, but it's not a cold where you have to go.
And it can be like that. I remember being over last Friday, a couple of nights, it got very cold and everything.
Yeah.
It can get like that, but look, something to go away and forget about all your worries, all your troubles, just sit down, have a cocktail, and a couple of drinks, just.
And did you say that you go to Lanzarote?
I do.
Where do you stay in Lanzarote?
So it's the best one, I can't really say. Matagorda. So it's near, and it's just outside.
Yes.
Pond is in the common. It's just outside there.
Okay.
So it's a lovely area.
We stayed in the Sai Apartments. The Sai Apartments.
Yeah.
It's CYE.
Okay. Where's that?
It's in Salou. But it was, the apartment now was lovely, and the food was lovely, but there wasn't very much to do. You get me? So we're going to try a different part of Salou.
But like I suppose we go out and we go around to the restaurants and the pubs.
It's like, you know, when you go to, say, I'll give you an idea. You know, when you go to the cafe, all you do is walk down out of here, down to the cafe, and it's like you're in the town of Salou.
Okay, are you bringing your book? You were talking to us last week about the book, The Lost Orphan.
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot the book. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I just mean, are you going to bring it on holidays with you?
Oh, I will. Might read it down by the pool.
Very good. And you can tell us all about it then.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Okay. It might be time to start wrapping up.
No, we're going up to it. Find the interesting. The Art of War.
What's it called?
The Art of War.
The Art of War.
The Art.
Chinese philosophy book.
Oh, right. Okay.
Very short. Very short book. You'd read it in an evening.
It's about war, though.
Really?
It's about tactics.
It's about strategy and tactics.
Have you ever read, and this is my last thing on the show here today, have you ever read a book called The Lies of Silence?
No.
It's actually quite interesting. It's about the IRA. And basically I don't want to upset anyone here, but they basically break into the house and hold a family at hostage. And at the end of the story, or the end of the book, you could say, you can get the impression that the guy has been killed, because it says that he held up the revolver, and at the last sentence it says, but this time there will be no witnesses.
Okay. So now we know how it ends.
That sounds like a book I read in school.
It's a thriller.
It's a thriller, yeah.
It sounds like a book I read in school for the literature.
Maybe you did read it in school.
No, the book was called, and it was called,
Brian Moore?
No, it wasn't. It was about the Europa up in Belfast, and the bomb took part in it.
Oh, right.
It was based around, I think, a tech struggle going to Europa and getting
And did you ever read a book then called Amongst Women by John McGarren?
No.
No? they're two books that I've read in the past. I read them for my exams at school.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are plenty of recommendations there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have to wrap up.
Okay.
Want to do the sign off, Ricky?
Yes. So that was one story. What a lovely story that was. We'll see you back here next week at the same time. I will be here with you. Class and time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we will see you next time.
You absolutely will.
Amigos. De nada.
Okay.
Um abraço.